Championship rings and things what we about. Competition out, down for the count. DFDUBB's about, stacked in our clout. No slack in our game, that's without doubt. Every snap, every pass, every running route. Every play of every game, man, we gon' scout. Players might rise and fall and then bust. DFDUBB provides it all you can trust. Trophies on the mantle, dubs on the panel. Opponents can't stand you, don't change the channel. Sit back, relax, take notes for a bit. DFDUBB Scrubs on the throne winning ships. DFDUBB Scrubs coming up.
All right. Welcome to DFDUBB Scrubs podcast. I'm your host, Alex, along with Nabo. Christian could not make it today. Hopefully he'll be back next week. Well, he'll be back on Monday. Hopefully he'll be back next Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, whenever we record. We got your starts and sits this week. Some players we like, players we don't like. I had a pretty damn good fantasy week last week. I'm hoping I keep that momentum going. Keep it going. I started off roughing DFDUBB Scrubs, but I think I'm about to run the table. I'd be surprised if I lose again, to be honest with you. Nabo, how you doing, bro?
Wonderful. Getting ready for some football Sunday.
Yes. So we're recording this on Friday, October the 7th. So we already went through Thursday night football last night. One of the worst football games I've ever seen in my life. Ever. And I watched the whole thing.
I did too, bro.
So
it was boring
that
as
that tells you how the NFL has a hold on us, because I watched overtime and I cannot believe they decided to throw it again on 4th and 1 and then they lost the game. Freaking Richard Sherman was pissed after that game. He was like, you could tell he does not like Russ.
Well, I mean, there was multiple receivers throughout the game that were wide open. He's just like, Sutton. I hate Russell Wilson.
Look like Matt Ryan.
I can hate Russell Wilson.
You have Jerry Jeudy or something? Why are you mad at Sutton?
I'm just mad at Russell Wilson. I have Russell Wilson because I bought into the hype in a dynasty, and now I'm stuck with Russell Wilson.
It's only 4 weeks or 5 weeks. He can turn it around.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't have much confidence.
But I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. But Nabo got some news for us. There's some notable outs again this week, and some surprise ones actually. What you got, Nabo?
Yeah, there's a lot of injuries and stuff like that. I mean, most of it's just minor things, but of course, to start off, Swift out again for week 5. Jamal Williams is going to be taking over that lead role back again, so obviously let's plug him in. Jalen Waddle is questionable for Sunday with a groin. He did get a limited practice in today, so something to keep an eye out. Probably game time decision unless we hear otherwise tomorrow. Mac Jones is out. Bailey Zappi. Is it Zap or Zap? I think it's Zappi. He's gonna be the week 5 starter, so yay. Let's not, Ramon Stevenson and Damien Harris are probably only 2 to start on that one. Tyreek Hill is questionable with a quad. He was limited in practice today, so Miami's top 2 receivers with some questionable tags. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's questionable. He returned to practice, but was limited, so something to keep your eye out on. Keenan Allen was ruled out already for week 5, so I guess he's really struggling to come back from that hammy. You got Breece Hall is good to go after he popped up on the injury report this week. Tony Pollard is questionable this Sunday with an illness, but I would suspect he plays. CeeDee Lamb, he had a groin issue this week. He said he will be playing this Sunday against the Rams. Kamara is still questionable, but everything's pointing to he's going to be ready to roll. Hollywood Brown showed up on the injury report this week.
Hollywood Squares.
What?
Yeah. Oh, nothing.
Well, he popped up on the injury report, but everything's good. He's ready to suit up and get out there and be a fantasy beast. Zay Jones is ruled out. David Montgomery is he's still questionable, but he did return to practice. So see how that
Yeah, I don't
goes.
think he's
I
playing.
don't think he will either because I mean he returned. I believe it was like Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. So hell, it might even been today. Michael Thomas is out. Landry is questionable. So of course Chris Olave is going to feast, and I got him in my lineup. Rashad Bateman was ruled out versus the Bengals. You got Winston, who's doubtful. He's most likely going to be ruled out, and they've already pretty much said Dalton's going to be the one starting.
Yeah.
Godwin, he's off the injury report, so he's good to go. McKenzie is still questionable. That's a pretty big one. Versus the Steelers, he's still in concussion protocol. So I mean, if he don't go, maybe this is a get right week for Gabe Davis versus the Steelers. You got Higgins is questionable, but Zach Taylor said he's positive he'll be playing this week. And Daniel Jones is good to go from his ankle issue. Dawson Knox was ruled out. And a big surprise, Kyle Pitts, OMG, is not playing this week.
His birthday was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's out today. Maybe he's too fucked up. He got too fucked
I
up.
don't know, bro. That was
I think that's actually a blessing in disguise.
So now you don't have to feel like you need to play him.
Exactly.
Like you can go ahead and slide. I mean, you should have been sliding him on the bench
pivot
anyways this week, honestly.
Yeah.
But that gives you the go ahead. Let's go ahead and just get him out there.
Go ahead and plug in Conklin or Higbee or whoever you got off the waivers.
Yep.
Just save yourself that heartache.
We'll get you some Will Disley, bro.
Will Disley, low key having a good season.
Yeah, he is. But that's
Gino.
That's really all I have, man.
All right, that's cool. That's thank you.
I mean, it was just kind of.
That was a good job.
I know I just ran through a list,
great.
But you know.
I mean, but no one runs through lists like you do, bro. You're like Michael Johnson. You're like Usain Bolt out there running through that list.
I keep it short and sweet.
That's right, man. Short and sweet. All right, well let's get started on these games because last time we took a long time. We already went through the Thursday night game. Basically everybody's. I mean, the main players. We're not even gonna go over that.
Alec Pierce, bro. Somebody to watch.
Alec. Yeah, you should already have him on your roster. Like that's somebody you should pick. That's gonna be one of the waiver wire pickups this week for sure.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my leagues he's already taken.
Yeah, no, he was good.
I actually drafted for Anthony, Christian's brother. That was his last pick in the draft because I'm a nice guy.
You stole my last pick of the draft.
Hey man, do your research. Should have got him earlier. But let's start with the Steelers versus the Bills. Kenny Pickett's making his first start at Buffalo. It's going to be rough, bro. So I am probably not starting anyone from the Steelers teams. Maybe Deontay Johnson because hopefully he gets some targets, but I'm not going to feel too comfortable with it. Like my expectations are low. He's probably going to finish as a wide receiver 3. That's crossing your fingers that he gets, upwards of about 7-8 targets. And then on the Bills side, man, you're playing Allen, Diggs. You're gonna give Gabe Davis a shot. Hopefully, this is a get right game. Maybe McKenzie might come. Oh, McKenzie's still in concussion protocol, isn't he?
I just said that.
So, yeah, he might not play. That's how much I pay attention.
I don't think he will, man. I think he's gonna be ruled out, and Gabe Davis is gonna eat, bro.
I'm gonna try to get McKenzie off of somebody then. And then Singletary. Are you playing Devin Singletary? So they're playing the Steelers. The Steelers are currently giving up the 8th most points to running backs. They're averaging 24.5 points a game to running backs. Singletary is still somewhat of a committee, but he's definitely the lead back, and he had one great game, and then he had some solid outings for sure. So he's definitely like a flex option. And then, what about Freiermuth?
I wouldn't just because Trubisky was thrown to him a lot, but I would go ahead and bench him this week just because of Pickett. I would want to wait and see, play a wait and see game with Freiermuth.
How you feel about Najee?
I'm nervous just because when Pickett came in, I mean, yeah, they were probably just saying, hey, let's go, but he didn't see any targets. Like Pickett's not really a dump off to the running back. So I mean, if Najee loses those targets, that's a huge hit for his overall value.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think he's a rookie. He's going to be dumping it off to him, but I'm avoiding Najee this game.
I was about
for
to
sure.
say, I honestly say sit Najee. I sit pretty much every Steelers this week because that Buffalo defense is too good.
All these start sits are just for this week.
Mm-hmm.
And Freiermuth, I'm probably not going to take the risk. I'm going to sit back. And then obviously the hot pickup was George Pickens with the transition to Pickett. I wouldn't feel too comfortable. He might actually start leading the league leading the team in targets. We'll see how this game goes, but I still wouldn't feel comfortable starting any of those guys. Go ahead and start Josh Allen and Diggs and all those good guys and watch your fantasy points explode. Okay, then we have the Chargers versus the Browns. So it's a little interesting. The Chargers defense has been pretty banged up. Haven't been what people thought they'd be. So people have actually been producing against them. And then low-key, Brissett, Coop, obviously that running game and for the Browns have been pretty solid this year.
Nick Chubb been a freaking monster.
You're starting Nick Chubb. It's one of my starts of the week for sure. I also think Kareem Hunt's going to get on that action.
I think he's going to get him a touchdown.
But you're starting Herbert, obviously. You're going to start Coop.
I start Coop.
Yeah, definitely starting Coop. And then you're starting as Mike Williams, of course, and then Josh Palmer. How do you feel about him this week?
If he plays, I say start him, just because Denzel Ward will be covering Mike Williams, I assume quite a bit. So I'm not sure who they have over there at the second, but I think I'd throw him in a flex if you need him, if you don't have any better options.
Yeah. So Josh Palmer put up 3.5 points last week without Keenan. It was really the Gerald Everett show. It's almost like Gerald Everett's taking that Keenan role.
That's true.
And then, Mike Williams, man, are you comfortable starting him?
Yeah, I'm starting Mike Williams. I mean, he's
plugging him in,
an
right?
obvious plug-in. Yeah, I mean, you don't draft him where you draft him to just bench him. To sit him against the Browns. He's gonna see targets and be productive.
Yeah, and then Eckler, you're starting Eckler for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting both tight ends for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Everett's really fucking good this year, and like I said, without Keenan Allen, he's been a monster. And then Njoku,
he's been surprisingly good.
Yeah, he's one of your high end streamers, and if he becomes that second, if he gets the second amount of targets, after Coop. Then he can become a full-on starter every week with that high upside because he's an athletic freak. And then, so that should cover that game. Next game over, we got the Bears and the Vikings. You're probably starting Khalil Herbert, and then that's it, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, Khalil Herbert's the only one you're going to trust on that team. The passing game is god-awful,
It is terrible, but so are the Vikings. So you don't think they can build off of that last game? Mooney had a solid outing last week. He had 4 receptions on 94 yards.
They threw the ball 22 times. I'm good.
I know.
I'm good.
They just run and run and
starting
run.
the Vikings defense this week.
That's never a bad thing. No. But the problem is, like, when you start against the Bears, is like they try not to give you opportunities to get turnovers or anything because they run so much. So you can't really take advantage of old
throwing interceptions.
Justin Fields over there. Yeah. You're starting Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook. Okay, what about Kirk Cousins? Is this a get right game for him? Is this one of those 30-piece Kirk Cousins? It's 25-30 piece, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going ahead and starting Kirk Cousins this week if you have to.
Starting Kirk. I mean, I think he'll be a top 10. He might be a top 10 QB this week. He's solid. He's always in that fringe QB1 range. So he's never really gonna lose you a week, but he's probably not gonna win you a week either. So that's what it comes down to with Kirk Cousins. And then what about? Well, you're not gonna start Komet, but what about Irv Smith? Are you intrigued by him at all?
Not too much, honestly. Not right now. No.
Not with the healthy receiving core.
Yeah.
Maybe if they were missing one of their receivers, and probably not. Yeah. So that I don't know. I think Kirk Cousins low key could have a pretty good game this week. And then we got the Lions versus the Patriots. The Lions have been offensively off the charts this year.
Very much so.
Defensively, they have been probably one of the worst.
No, they
if
are.
Not the
they
worst.
are the worst, bro.
So that kind of coincides, right? Like they have to keep up with the amount of points scored on the other side. So in turn, their offense scores more. So Jared Goff
is a top 5 quarterback on the season so far.
Yes, he is.
Like,
yes, he is.
Yeah, nah. I am starting Jared Goff this week.
Yeah. So yeah, the Patriots, they have not been looking good at all, defensively or offensively.
No.
Like that Bill Belichick, like, hey, yeah, the offense might be slow and suck, but the defense is gonna hold it down. They have not done that this year. So you're starting Jared Goff. Amon-Ra St. Brown is out. Josh Reynolds is questionable, but if he's active, are you starting him?
I'm starting him because DJ Chark's out. St. Brown's actually still questionable, I believe. I don't think they've ruled him out yet. But I
thought he was already out.
Nah, he returned but he only returned to a limited practice today. But I still think they probably they might take it easy since they're not playing a super great defense.
If he gets rolled out and Josh Reynolds plays, would you play Reynolds over like Deontay Johnson?
Yeah, I would. I'm benching Deontay Johnson in all my leagues that I have him. Like I'm not putting him in there. I don't have that much faith in that offense against Buffalo.
What about I'm trying to think of somebody who's having who could have a bad matchup this week. I don't know. I'll think of something later. Okay. Yeah, I mean he played admirably. Oh, damn, I can't even say that shit. He played well. But I mean they did put up almost 100 points between the Seahawks and the Lions. Unless this ain't gonna be a shootout. I don't see Billy Zapp over here on the other side. I don't think Bill's just gonna let him at it. Oh, he might. I'd be like, man, fuck it. We ain't got nothing to lose. Why not?
I'm not starting any of the Patriots wide receivers. Honestly, I mean maybe Devontae Parker, but at the same time, I don't think they're gonna just let Zapp just go out there and zip the ball down the field. I'm definitely starting Damien Harris and Ramon Stevenson though. 100%.
100%. I predict a very good games by both of those guys. And then Jamal Williams, just starting Jamal Williams with Swift out. I mean, he hasn't been rolled out, but they're not going to play.
Swift has been rolled out. I literally just went over all of this.
I was not paying attention. TJ Hawkinson, can he reproduce what he was doing?
I think he has a good chance just because most of the receivers, your receivers are out. I mean that receiving core is definitely depleted right now. So I'm starting Hawkinson this week and letting him go.
Bro, if Hawkinson has another good game, I would try to flip him for something.
Most definitely,
because I don't like Hawkinson. He's not
with all the receivers fully healthy. He's irrelevant, but.
And then when Swift comes back.
Now, I mean,
because they're good. It's a bye week after this.
Yeah, so, I feel like him being on a hot streak could get cold during the bye week.
Well, yeah, because
I would definitely.
Players are going to get healthy.
Well, yeah, but I mean, just, you never know. Some players, even when everybody's fully healthy, they still stay on that hot streak because they're just going with the quarterback and it's working. But I definitely would start Hawkinson this week and probably be looking to flip him
No,
if he has
bro.
a big game.
After the bye week, they got the bye week after this, right?
Yeah.
And then they got Dallas, all right? Then they have Miami, who hasn't been too good defensively, but then they get Green Bay. Chicago and the Giants have actually been really good against tight ends, and then they have Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm trying to flip them. I don't know what you're going to get for them, but you can probably try to flip them.
I mean, somebody out there with Kyle Pitts, you can flip him for Pitts and something.
That's true. I don't know. People are pretty stingy with Pitts, bro. They value him way too high.
Bro,
I'm just like, bro,
they
he's
tripping.
trash right now. Arthur Smith has him in the gutter, okay? Like,
he's not good. So yeah, that basically that covers that game, right? Yeah, we got everything. What about DJ? Oh no, he's not gonna play. What about Devontae Parker, man? He's
I mean, if you need a flex spot and you don't really, have much out there, I guess I'm starting them.
And Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby
I mean,
Myers is questionable,
this is still the Lions, though. You know what I mean?
But
The
it's a
Lions
rookie
still
quarterback
suck.
that got drafted in the later rounds, I believe. So
Hey, so it's like Davis Mills.
I know, but I mean, we could be completely wrong, and they could just come out against Detroit. But I mean, maybe it's worth a flyer. In
I'd be like, F it. Go out there and sling it. But yeah, that should cover all that game. But I forgot the most important game.
What? I know the London game.
The London game.
Talk about it last.
Yeah,
I
skipped right over it. Okay. All right.
Seahawks
All
and
right.
Saints.
I'll just cut this off. Seahawks and Saints. Geno Smith has been pretty damn good this year as well. People wrote him off, but he did not write back. You know what I'm saying? Which in turn, DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett have both been pretty damn good this year. Yeah, they've been good. As far as like you're looking forward to putting them in your lineup, as far as before you kind of like, squinching your eyes, just like, I hope they don't kill me. But they've been actually pretty damn good. And Penny had a great game last week. It was against hold on. You're starting DK, you're starting Tyler Lockett. Geno Smith's probably like a low end QB1. I'd start Geno Smith over like Mathew Stafford.
I'm starting him in Superflex. I'm starting him this week in a Superflex. If you're in a Superflex, yeah, you can start him.
I think you're setting them kind of low, man.
You think?
Well, against the Saints.
I mean, the Saints have a good defense, and I mean, Marshawn Lattimore is going to be out there being a problem.
He got torched. Last week by Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, but I don't see him getting torched by fucking DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Maybe Tyler.
Wow.
Maybe Tyler Lockett.
Disrespect.
I mean, DK's fast, but like I see him more manhandling Marshawn Lattimore than anything.
Yeah.
With a grown man stiff on him, but he's gonna. I think
they might get in a fight and get ejected.
Yeah, I think he'll have a down game though. I'd be playing Tyler Lockett, but I'd be a little nervous with DK. I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't play him. I mean, you're playing them, but temper your expectations.
Yeah.
I'm not starting Penny.
No,
I'm not
even
starting
off that good game.
The running backs. Yeah, no, not at all. I don't see him duplicating that.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe if they play another week offense, and then Will Dissly, like you mentioned him earlier. Yeah, you did mention him earlier. He's been pretty solid for a tight end. I mean, like I said, this year in general, tight ends they've been okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the top tier ones, and then everybody else has been kind of in the middle, and they've been nobody's been killing you really. I mean, honestly, just Kyle Pitts probably.
Yeah, everybody's been pretty solid as far as the first 4 weeks. So
yeah, teams have actually been utilizing their tight ends this year. On the other side, though, we got Andy Dalton. He's most likely going to start. They already said that he's probably going to start, right? Against the Seahawks. Michael Thomas is already out. And then you're starting Olave. Kamara, this should be Kamara's comeback game. I'm predicting a top 10 finish.
Please, God.
I'm predicting a top 10 finish for Kamara this week. You can book it, write it down, stamp it, whatever you want to do.
Much love.
But I think with Dalton back, check down, feed to Kamara, feed to Olave. I think those two are gonna have a good game this week. And that's about it. Are you comfortable playing Jarvis Landry?
Nah, he's questionable. So I mean, I don't. If he plays, I don't think so. Like I'm more confident starting, Josh Reynolds over Jarvis Landry, Jarvis Landry,
Jarvis. We do this every year for the past 5 years.
I'm illiterate.
Jarvis.
Like,
yeah, and that's about it. You're not starting Dalton. Maybe in a super flex if you had
if you just lost to
you're
hurting and there's nobody
or
left.
Mac Jones. If you're starting Mac, you're probably done. All right, but then we got the Dolphins and the Jets. We got a rivalry game here. They're in the same division.
Mm-hmm.
Teddy B stepping in for Tua. If he has Waddle and Tyreek Hill, I think Teddy B can be very fantasy relevant this week. Maybe even I think if Waddle plays, I think he's gonna have a QB1 finish against the Jets. And then you have Edmonds and Mostert. Those are low end flex options. I'm looking for.
I'm maybe starting for sure Mostert just because he's been starting the past couple weeks. Chase Edmonds, there's probably better options out there for you than Chase Edmonds.
Yeah, I mean the Jets are middle of the pack as far as their running back defensive ranking, but I'm not looking forward to starting those.
Not really, no.
I'd rather start like Josh Palmer, like you said earlier.
So I have a sleeper pick in this game. Just gonna throw this out here. Sherfield. Especially if one of the Hill or Waddle sits out this week, I think Sherfield could have a good game.
That's if.
I mean, even if they were playing last week, and I mean he got like a couple targets. So I mean, it's a long shot, but hey, he's kind of one of my maybe sleepers this week going into week 5.
Gotcha. No, he's solid. And then he's been probably working more with the second team.
I know.
So
hey,
Teddy
got that
might be more comfortable.
Chemistry, man.
On the other side, we got Zach Wilson, who actually had a pretty decent first game back. Surprisingly, way better than I thought he was.
Way fucking better.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be just complete garbage. And then he should have all his weapons with Corey Davis and Wilson and Elijah Moore against this Dolphins team. Defense that has not been good this year so far. They've been lacking, and they've been able to stop the run a little bit, but that's about it. You're not playing Zach Wilson, but Corey Davis. I'm playing Corey Davis. I like Corey Davis. I think he could end up being like a high-end wide receiver 3 before it's all said and done. If he keeps on this path, and then I don't know. It's just
I'm playing Garrett Wilson.
Zach Wilson likes Corey Davis.
He does, but I'm playing Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson's out there a ton, bro. Like he's out there. But the more you're out there, the better chance you have of getting targets and looked at. I like Garrett Wilson this week.
I'll play him too, but it's not as exciting as I was
with Joe Flacco
to begin the season.
Yeah, no, for sure, because they're not throwing as much. But I mean, that could change as the season goes and they start getting Wilson more, back into the system and the rhythm of things.
Yeah, it could change. Or it could just be a different receiver every week. There's 3 very talented receivers. Well, Corey Davis was a wide receiver 1. He was signed to be the wide receiver 1 there. So he's not getting just pushed to the side. And then obviously they drafted Elijah Moore and then Garrett Wilson this year. Mm-hmm. So it could just be a different receiver every week, and hopefully but they've been solid. They haven't like completely killed you, Had 8 to 10 points. Even on week weeks. WEEK weeks. So I mean, yeah, they're not gonna hurt you. Brees Hall though, bro.
He has been a delight.
I love Brees Hall, man. I think he's about to be super awesome.
No, he's gonna be a monster.
I'm gonna try. I've already been trying to trade for him for 2 weeks in our league in the DFDUBB Scrubs, but
bro, George don't want to.
The owner does.
He don't want to freaking trade with nobody, bro.
No,
I've offered.
And
I mean,
I've-
I didn't
and I've-
offer him anything crazy, but like I was before Hall was really taking off. Like I offered him like Khalil Herbert when Montgomery went out.
Oh.
Like, and I knew that wasn't, but it was like to get him kind of talking. He just was like decline, and that was it.
He don't care about Khalil Herbert.
Like, damn.
No, I had a trade with Alvin Kamara in it, so I was.
And he said no.
I'm almost to the. Well, it was not. Kamara was in it.
Okay, it was one of those trades. It was one of those.
I was
trades.
like, give me a Brees Hall and CD.
I figured
Lamb.
it was CD Lamb. He ain't giving up CD Lamb.
But-
CD been fired.
But to be honest with you, I've gotten to a point where I might trade Kamara straight up for Brees Hall at this point. I'm a little worried about Kamara, man.
Yeah.
As much as I want him to do good, if he doesn't do good this week, then you're SOL.
Yeah.
Like you're stuck
Or
with
you're
him.
stuck with his
You're not gonna
value,
get
because you're not gonna get.
You're
what
not
you
gonna get
want.
anything. No, you're not getting Brees Hall. You're not getting that. You know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a low end wide receiver 2, something like that, and a wide receiver 2, and then you're not gonna trade for another running back unless you want maybe like a Brian Robinson and somebody that hasn't played yet and that you feel like may be good. But if he doesn't have a good game this week, we're fucked.
Oh, we're fucked bad. We're fucked
So
bad.
I'm almost to a point where I kind of just want to get rid of him and just live with it. Like I feel really good about Brees Hall. I know Kamara probably at this point has a higher ceiling, but I don't want that. I don't want that floor. That Kamara floor is scary.
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's rough.
Because if Jameis Winston comes back and he doesn't throw to Kamara anymore, he's just looking downfield. And then if he's already hurt and if he's banged up the whole year, in and out, may not finish a game here and there, it's gonna be a wasted pick. So
And you took him
I'm
pretty
to
high.
a point where I took him in the second round. Yeah, I think he's a second rounder for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So. Yeah, I'm gotten to a point where I'm thinking about just offering Kamara straight up for Brees Hall. That's how much I like Brees Hall, and that's how much I'm worried about Kamara right now. But let's say he has a 25-point game. He looks good, has over 100 scrimmage yards this week, and a touchdown or two. I'm back in, baby.
Back in.
I'm like, never doubted you for a second.
Riding that Camaro train. Woo, woo.
Yeah. No, that's when I resend that trade for CD Lamb and Brees Hall. But yeah, I like Brees Hall this week. It looks like they're already starting to give him the keys. So he may be taking over that backfield again. But I don't know. That game could low key be a high scoring game with those defenses.
It could.
Being so bad, kind of like the Lions and Seahawks were last week.
I don't think that high score, but yeah, it could be some touchdowns for sure. A couple touchdowns.
No, that
was a rough.
That's some fuck. Yeah, no, that could have been a Thursday. That would have been a great Thursday night game.
Oh,
that would have been
yeah.
a perfect Thursday.
Nah.
Two like subpar teams, lower, smaller
Just
market.
duking it
Nobody
out,
really
bro.
pays
Touchdown
attention.
for touchdown.
Yeah, that would have been so entertaining. Everything would have been lit. Twitter would have been lit. Everybody would have been talking about it.
You know
like,
what?
damn.
Let's say fuck defenses. Let's just play offense.
For real. And then yesterday it was the opposite.
Oh yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I wouldn't even say it was a defensive game. I mean, Broncos were putting in work, but like the offenses were so fucking bad.
They were just like, it's like they didn't practice.
Yeah.
Or they just like woke up hungover. Or
Like they
something.
all
I don't
just
know.
got put on the team like that morning together. Like it was rough.
Yeah, I mean, Javante got ruled out. JT wasn't playing, and then Naheem Hines,
He got lit,
goddamn, he got knocked out. Yeah, that was a bad game.
Yeah.
But back to this one. Tyler Conklin, another low end. I mean, not even low end.
He's been pretty solid.
Yeah, he's a pretty solid tight end. It's still a point where he's an every week starter. You're plugging in Tyler Conklin at this point.
For sure.
All right, let's keep it moving. Falcons and the Bucks.
Ew.
This is where it pays off. This is where these trades are. I'm heavily invested in Tom Brady, Evans, and Godwin. Heavily invested in this Bucs offense. And I predict a crazy game for all three of these players. Like they're and Fournette. Fournette's gonna have a great game. I think they're just gonna go off. Everybody get right game, and let's just take it out on the Falcons. And then it's Brady versus the Falcons Super Bowl a few years ago. The what was the score? 24-7,
something like that,
or some shit like. So I think Brady's my start of the week, FYI, because he's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
On the other end, I'm probably sitting everybody but Drake London.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm not touching anybody on that team.
Yeah, I'm sitting everybody except for Drake London, and then I know there's a lot of people that spending some fab and some serious fab on Tyler Algier, and then a little bit on Hudley.
This is not the week to play him.
Honestly, I don't even know if there is going to be a week because they have a kind of a rough schedule.
Do they?
Yeah, let me look it up real quick if you want to fill in with something.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that could worry you is they could drag the score up in the first half by like 3 touchdowns and then just run the ball with Fournette and Rashad White?
Rashad White.
Yeah, Rashad White.
Rashad White.
So, I mean, that could be something that be a little nerve-wracking, but those receivers are going to eat, boy.
So they play Tampa Bay and San Francisco. They play Tampa Bay this week, San Francisco next week.
That's rough.
30 and 31st is against runs, against running backs. And then they have Cincinnati, who ranks the 21st. Or running backs rank the 21st.
Yeah.
But they have Carolina in week 4. But then after that, Cordero Patterson probably back.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
So it might have been a wasted fab money for people that wasted money on them. But I don't know. Algier could be good. We'll see. I am interested. I want to see how they look.
Yeah, that's what I'm interested in. You didn't get this. I mean, you got to see them in the last game, but not like
a little bit. Yeah,
not like you want.
Not game plan.
Yeah.
They didn't have the game plan. They just stuck them in there. So this week they're at least they got a little bit more heads up. And then, like I said, people are bailed out with Kyle Pitts being rolled out because they were going to put him in and they were going to be disappointed again, and then they're just going to hate life. So, like I said, it was a blessing in disguise he got rolled out. Christian actually had him in earlier, and then he got rolled out and he put in Tyler Higbee. I was like, you should have had Higbee in it from the get-go,
watch
bro.
Watch the backup come out and just eat targets, boy.
That'd be awesome. They know London is their only offensive option, so they're just gonna focus on him, and then the backup tight end is just gonna who is Anthony Fersker, I think.
That'd be funny.
So yeah, that's about it. I think Chris Godwin, he's still coming back from injury. He did have like 9 targets last game. It's a buy low opportunity. I think Chris Godwin is coming back, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with and get up to that high wide receiver 2 value that he brings. And I have him in a lot of leagues, so good luck to you guys trying to get him from me because you ain't.
Yeah,
that's another. Jack offered me Damien Pierce for Chris Godwin.
Oh, for real?
And I was like, yes. And I was like, nah, I'm good, man. As much as I love Pierce, I might regret it, but I already have JT and Swift. I was like, no, I don't need Pierce. I need real receivers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Chris Godwin. I'm gonna try to see if I can get Godwin in the dynasty league. To be honest with you,
he's on the trade block. I tried to ask Miles what he wanted for him, but he didn't really say. So
yeah,
I told him I'd give him some draft picks. I was like, I'll give you some high end draft picks. But
that's a you. Did I mention it earlier where he offered for Mark Andrews?
No.
He offered me a first-round pick for Mark Andrews.
That's it?
That was it.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
That's what I thought. I was like, bro, you can't afford it. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, that's what he told me. That's what he told me when I tried to get Trevor Lawrence and Christian Kirk from him. He was like, you can't afford them. And he wanted 2 first-round picks, DeAndre Swift, Drake London. I was just like,
what the?
Bro, he was trying to
Drake London?
Yes, bro. I was like, you can get out of here, bro. Drake London is not on the trade block, bro.
Yeah, exactly. No, you can't. I'd rather have Drake London over Christian
I'd
Kirk
rather sink to last place.
in a
I'd
dynasty.
rather finish last than give up Drake London and a few other players and DeAndre Swift, but we'll see.
Yeah. You should have picked up Teddy B off the wire.
I threw money out there for him, but I didn't throw him out.
I got him.
I know you did.
No, I didn't. Wait, did I? No, I didn't.
Did you? I thought you did.
Did I?
I don't remember. I know somebody else got him though, because I didn't get him.
I did get Teddy B, but I don't think I bid on him. Did I?
Maybe I didn't put a bid on him. I could have sworn.
Yeah. No, I just picked him up.
No.
You should have put
Maybe
in a
I
bid
didn't
on him.
bid. Oh well. You win and lose. It's alright. I still
Not
would have
paying
probably
attention.
played fucking Russell Wilson last night for him to bite me in the ass, bro. Like, get out of here.
Stop doing
I'm
that.
done
It's
now,
Matt
bro.
Stafford
I'm done.
level.
Like, at this point, it's either Mac Jones when he comes back or Kirk Cousins, or unless I make a trade for a quarterback, bro. Like,
No, it's Kirk Cousins. You have Kirk Cousins?
yes.
Yes, play Kirk
I
Cousins.
probably
Stop
should.
playing. No, that's what you need to do. Kirk Cousins he's solid.
Titans and
All right, so
Commanders.
yeah. Yes. Robert Woods has been pretty good, especially with Traylon Burks getting rolled out. So that's somebody.
I'd be starting Robert Woods.
I mean,
if you
yeah,
have
you're
to
playing
in a
Robert
flex.
Woods. Even if you're I like him.
You think so?
He's a high end flex for me. Yeah. And then Derrick Henry, you're playing Derrick Henry, of course. And then that's probably about it on the Tennessee side. What do you think?
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, obviously you're starting Derrick Henry. Robert Woods, for sure, starting him with Traylon Burks out. None of the other receivers have been anything to write home about.
All right. And then on the Commander side, you got Carson Wentz, Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, Jahan Dotson got ruled out.
Yeah.
I think this is a good game for McLaurin and Samuel. I think they're both going to have very good games.
I think Wentz will have a
even
good
low
game.
key. Yeah, I think he'll have a good game as well. So all in turn. And then what about that running back situation over there?
I mean, maybe J.D. McKissick. I don't really feel comfortable starting Antonio Gibson. He hasn't been anything like wondrous. And with Brian Robinson potentially coming back this week, I mean, I don't think he'll play. It'll probably be next week, but
I say he look good.
yeah, no, they say he looks real good.
Oh, you got fucked on that trade, bro.
I don't know. I got James Robinson for it, so
You got the worst Robinson.
I'll get out of here. We'll see.
Yeah. If you get Brian Robinson, you probably that's somebody I'd maybe if you're hurting on the running backs position, maybe you could get him somewhat cheap, just to throw out there and see how he does. And what about Logan Thomas? Does he interest you?
Yeah, I mean, I'd start him.
Yeah.
I mean, if you lost Kyle
Probably not.
Pitts and you don't have anybody, and you're looking waiver, if he's out there on waiver, I'm going out, maybe picking him up and starting him. Yeah,
That's about it.
yeah, that's probably about it. Obviously,
There's too many other startable wide tight ends. I mean,
Fryer
this
Muse,
year.
I'd start him over Fryer Mute this week. Knox is out, so if you need a replacement for him, you should already have one. But if you do need one, I'd be playing him over him too.
Yeah, and if I don't know if Kyle Phillips plays, he could be a sneaky little stash
He could.
for later couple weeks, especially with Traylon Burks being out. Traylon Burks is probably gonna be out for a few
He
weeks.
could be a sleeper.
Unless you want Westbrook Akini.
Had him, dropped him
interest?
after week 1. Don't care for him.
Nope,
No,
not at all. Texas and Jacksonville. All right. So on the Texans side, you're starting Brandon Cooks. Probably even have a great game, Brandon Cooks. And then you're starting, of course, the RB1 next season. Maybe even this season, Damian Pierce. No, he's still far behind. Next season, Damian Pierce. And then that's about it. Or what do you think?
Yeah, I mean,
On that Texans offense.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Brandon Cooks and Damian Pierce. I mean, I guess you could look into Nico Collins because, I mean, he's been doing, yeah, no, I'm probably only starting Brandon Cooks and Damian Pierce. That's about it.
That's it. Yeah.
The Jags
Yeah, that's
defense
it.
ain't been that terrible. I'll give them that much. The whole team's looked pretty good this year. So
They haven't been that bad, but they haven't been that good. Like
they've been mediocre.
They've been kind of middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Which is good, but because beforehand you see the Jaguars on the schedule and you're like,
Oh, they about to.
you're salivating.
Oh, yeah. Got
Yeah.
drool coming out.
You're like,
oh yeah.
You're like,
bro.
oh, yeah, like Brandon Cooks playing the Jags. Let's go.
He's gonna eat. I'm gonna even start Nico Collins and Chris Moore. Shit.
Yeah, you might actually. Yeah,
OJ Howard.
might
plug
start
him
Davis
in.
Mills. Yeah, exactly. But they've gotten a lot better since the new coaching staff took over. Trevor Lawrence. How you feeling about Trevor Lawrence this
You
week?
are starting T. Lawrence, bro. You starting T. Law.
Start of the week?
starting
Did you
T-Law.
just say he started the
He
week?
is start of the week, bro. He's gonna.
Oh wow!
He's gonna light it up, bro. Christian Kirk's
Light it
gonna
up.
eat, bro. All right, Christian Kirk is gonna eat.
He's gonna eat. Okay, and then Zay Jones has been ruled out,
Yeah.
right? So who you going with? Marvin? Who else is he throwing to over there? If he's gonna
I
eat
think Jamal Agnew.
rushing
I think Jamal
touchdowns.
Agnew could have a good game.
Okay,
maybe,
low end flex
You know,
option.
I think this could be honestly James Robinson's gonna eat. Travis Etienne, I think he could have a pretty decent game this week. Getting targets out of the backfield. I think the whole team's gonna be just. I mean, the Texans defense is just god awful, bro. Like,
Let's say you have like Keenan Allen, Michael Thomas. You throwing in Jamal Agnew off the waivers, picking up Jamal Agnew, and throwing him in there.
you know what, YOLO. You know, I would probably.
What else
do
you got
it.
to lose?
At that point, if you lost those two receivers, yeah, I'm throwing.
Yeah,
I would take a
or let's
chance.
say you had like Jacoby Myers and then he doesn't play. You know, somebody you got to pick up real quick.
I think that he could be a good sneaky play this week for sure.
Over Marvin Jones.
Yeah, I don't even think Marvin Jones has been much relevant.
No, he
at
hasn't.
all. Like,
No, I'd rather play Agnew if I had to.
Yeah.
Maybe in a DFS if you had to.
yeah.
But that's one of the lower. You know, I'm talking about.
Oh, I mean, I'm not spending
unexpected
no fat money
player.
on him or anything. Like,
No, he's on the wire.
Yeah,
first
no,
of all,
for
he's
sure.
he's a free agent as we speak.
Yeah.
But let's say you wake up, Sunday morning, those unexpected, somebody
People
gets
ruled
ruled out
out.
that you weren't really, or somebody got banged up during warm ups, and they're like, "Nah, you ain't playing today." Like let's say you had Rashad Bateman, you know what I'm saying, something like that.
I mean, we could
Yeah.
even see an Evan Ingram sighting this weekend. I mean,
Evan Ingram,
Yeah.
that's I did think about him.
Yeah.
You could damn Evan Ingram, that's a DFS play for sure.
yeah, boy. I just won you some money this weekend. You're welcome.
If I win any money this week, I will definitely say thank you.
Appreciate it.
James, and that's it.
That's fine.
And then I'm quitting. James Robinson should eat against this Texas defense. They are the worst against running backs. They've allowed over 33 points a game to running backs. So this could also be a Travis Etienne game, maybe. Maybe he can get on track this week as well. You're definitely starting James Robinson. Travis Etienne's almost. He's gotten to a point where you don't want to start him, but
He could be flexible.
I think if you're in the pinch, like I start him over Agnew. I'd start him over. I'd start him over Deontay Johnson, bro.
Oh
to be
yeah,
honest.
I probably would too.
And then, who else? We'll keep it going, and then we'll come back to that. But yeah, that's about it. And then, what about OJ Howard? Does he interest you?
Not too much.
Why do you hate? Do you know OJ
Bro,
Howard was
I don't-
the highest picked tight
I
end
know.
at one point before
I don't hate
Kyle
OJ
Pitts?
Howard, right? I mean, he has screwed me.
You hate
weeks,
OJ
but-
Howard. You hate Kyle Pitts. You just hate highly taken black tight ends
Oh
in the
my
draft.
god!
That's what
Get
you hate.
out of here, bro. OJ Howard
That's what it sounds like.
He had a two game touchdowns, or 2 touchdown games. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Week 1, no?
yeah, I'm not starting much on the Texans offense, bro. Like,
Yeah, no,
it has
I'm
nothing
joking.
to do with the player. They just they can't get it.
I mean, but if you expect Jacksonville to take off, then Texans they're gonna have to keep up somehow. So I guess that's where your Nico Collins comes in.
Yeah.
Nico Collins comes in. All right, and then 49ers and Panthers. Two subpar quarterbacks. You're not playing Baker Mayfield. We did get that news that Sam Darnold is on his way back, right?
That's not much. I don't even know how that's good news, bro. Like,
it's an upgrade.
Barely.
DJ Moore and CMC were better with Sam Darnold than they were with Baker Mayfield.
No, for sure. But they're not gonna go Baker Mayfield.
Why not?
Unless a coaching change happens. That's the only way I see that happen.
Could this be the game where they the 49ers just obliterate the Panthers and they're just like, okay, we're done with either the coaching or the offensive coordinator or head coach,
they get obliterated,
or Baker Mayfield.
No, if they lost to the Lions, if you lose to the Detroit Lions, no.
I mean, hey, the Lions offensively, they can keep up.
Mayfield can't score a touchdown against them. Well,
they're playing the Niners.
I know, but I'm just saying hypothetically. I'm just saying.
Oh,
no,
okay.
Mayfield's gonna stay starting until I think there's a coaching change.
He's just not good.
No, he's not good. He's not good at all.
He's just not good. You're
not starting. I mean,
trade for Cooper Rush.
You're not starting DJ Moore this week. You're not starting Robbie Anderson. Obviously, you're not starting Sheaf Smith. The only person on that offense you're starting is freaking CMC, and even that's kind of
CMC
because the 49ers defense has been pretty good.
And you just hope he gets 10 receptions.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
You just hope they just hyper targeted. On the other end, though, Debo, you're playing Debo.
Definitely.
You're playing Jeff Wilson.
Yep.
Are you still starting George Kittle? I mean, he's been really bad. He has not been George Kittle-esque.
Yeah.
Are you still starting him?
I think I'm still starting him this week. I feel like you still got to.
Yeah. The Panthers are middle of the pack. They allow 10, almost 11 points to tight ends. Overall, that's all tight ends per game. George Kittle has not been good. I mean, if he's going to be good, it has to be this game, right? If Jimmy G has to look his way. But he's been bad.
Yeah.
You're starting him, and then if he doesn't do good this week, I'm panicking as a George Kittle owner.
Yeah, I'm hitting the panic.
A lot of bit.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm looking for some type of change. I'm saying I'm looking to the Kyle Pitts manager, and I'm like, hey man, you're not happy with your tight end. I'm not happy with my tight end. Let's make a switch. Maybe
your tight
something
end
will happen.
Sucks.
Right?
My tight end sucks. Let's just fucking hate each other's tight ends together, right? Let's swap.
Let's make a trade, make a swap. You're excited because you have Kyle Pitts, and the other manager's like, oh, I don't have Kyle Pitts no more. Fuck that dude. I have George Kittle now.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. I get to be disappointed by the Niners instead of the fucking Falcons.
Yeah, watch more Niner games. Yeah. And then what about Brandon Ayuk?
I think he's a flex-worthy play this week.
Averaging 9.6 points a game.
There was a lot of injuries this week, so I mean, there's gonna.
Would you rather play Brandon Ayuk or Garrett Wilson?
Damn, Garrett Wilson. I'm playing.
What about Gabe Davis?
Gabe Davis.
Brandon Ayuk or we didn't go over that game. DJ Moore.
I would start him over DJ Moore.
Oh, you tripping,
Nah,
bro.
dude.
You are tripping. That's where we draw the line.
It's just Mayfield sucks, bro.
He does, but fucking
I can't.
DJ, they tried to.
I can't start DJ.
DJ Moore called him out last week.
I mean, you're starting DJ Moore, but you're sad that you're starting DJ Moore.
He had I don't know, man. He had 11 targets last week.
Why do you think?
I'm starting DJ.
Why do you think Beckham left, bro? We all thought Odell was crazy. Okay, he left for a reason.
Yeah, but I'm starting DJ Moore over Brandon Ayuk.
I guess I differ on that, but all right.
You're not gonna convince me otherwise.
That's fine.
What about Michael Gallup, who's coming back? They eased him in last week.
Not against the Rams, no.
They're playing the Rams.
Nah.
Would you play Ayuk or Gallup?
I'd play Ayuk at that one. The Rams, the Rams defense is pretty good.
And then you said T. Higgins was questionable, right?
Yeah, he is questionable.
Ayuk or Tyler Boyd?
Tyler Boyd, man. I've been burned too many times this year going against Tyler Boyd. Start your boy Tyler Boyd.
No.
Start your boy
What are
Boyd.
your expectations? I mean, I'm gonna get sidetracked a little bit. What are your expectations for Ayuk this year?
They've been very disappointing compared to what they were going into the season. It's definitely still the same offense as last year, obviously. Debo's the guy, and that's who gets the freaking ball, which, I mean, I don't blame you. You paid him, and he's good. But,
And they run a lot.
yeah, so, I mean, especially with Jimmy G out there as quarterback, yeah. He's definitely been disappointing compared to probably where he went in drafts. And
is he a buy low candidate? Is he a trade? Try to get him off of somebody's roster, or are you just like not interested in Ayuk?
I'm probably not too interested in Ayuk at the moment.
No. Okay.
I mean, Debo battles injuries somewhat, but like even when he's missed time, Ayuk's never really just had a blown up game, I don't believe.
What about like? Would you rather have Ayuk or like some of the rookie receivers? Obviously not like Olave or London, but like Jahan Dotson or Traylon Burks, Alex Pierce, some of those guys, Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson.
With the way things are,
George Pickens.
With the way the offenses of those rookies have been looking, damn. I think I'd rather have a lot of those rookies than Brandon Ayuk.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was like, we kind of know what Ayuk is at this point.
Yeah.
He may have a good game here or there, catch a touchdown, because that's really what's going to make his game.
He's good.
If he doesn't catch a touchdown, he's not going to have a good game.
He's good for
like,
maybe one or two games in a season, most likely.
Exactly. I'd rather take my chance on one of those rookies. Towards the end of the season when they really come in their own.
Which is
and
so disappointing because you had a lot of high hopes for him coming into the season. Like I even drafted him like a round or two early, and luckily I got rid of him in a Joe Mixon package. But yeah,
like Isaiah McKenzie or Ayuk rest of the season.
Isaiah McKenzie, bro.
How the mighty have fallen.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough Ayuk talk. R.I.P. Ayuk. You're very talented. I don't know. You just don't get the ball, bro.
You just need to be on a different team.
Yeah.
You got to be the guy.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And then, so that's about it for that game. Then we got the Cowboys and the Rams, the Fox game of the week. I am sitting both of these quarterbacks.
100%. This is going to be
not playing Matt Stafford.
Owned game, bro.
I'm still starting CD with a little bit of skepticism, tempering my expectations, not thinking he's gonna have a great game. Starting Cooper Kupp because regardless, he's gonna get like 15 catches a game, regardless of what. Even 15 catches for 50 yards. No matter what
defense he's playing against, he's gonna get his looks. So I mean,
you
don't draft him number one. You don't draft him in the first round and bench him against any team. So
yeah. And then Allen Robinson.
Why is he even still on a team, bro? Like
he should not be on a team.
If you have him on a team, I'm questioning your comment.
Yeah, you're like at this point, like give me Alec Pierce. We saw him last night. Like I'd much rather have Alec Pierce on my bench than Allen Robinson.
Brandon Ayuk, okay, like
100%. Nobody's taking that trade.
No,
Ayuk owner's not taking Allen Robinson. Like I don't. Yeah, bro. I would have dropped Allen Robinson for freaking Tyler Algier. Like, you know what I mean? One of these
he's just not getting
waiver
the looks,
pickups.
Man. Like
he's not.
He's not. It's a Cooper Kupp show, and that's all it's ever going to be. If it's not Cooper Kupp, it's Higbee. That's literally it.
Although they did mention it after the game that Allen Robinson, it's not his fault. He's not getting targets. Well, that's kind of a sign like, okay, they're going to try to scheme Allen Robinson into a game again. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets 7 targets this game, 6 or 7 targets just to prove a point.
Yeah.
But
even
if
then,
he does, if he puts over 10 points, I would try to sell him or for anything. If you could get anything, if you could get Alec Pierce, I'd try to make that trade, something like that. Elijah Moore, he's been disappointing this year too.
Yeah.
Would you rather have Elijah Moore or Brandon Ayuk rest of the season? Back to Brandon Ayuk.
Shit, that's a tough one, bro. Because that's like, I think Elijah Moore. I think I'd still want to hold on to Elijah Moore.
You think you think Zach Wilson supporting 3 receivers over there and Brees Hall be relevant?
No, I don't think that, but I think, like you said, it could be definitely like a Corey Davis. I feel like is going to be the most consistent, just because. Well, no, because that was a white deal last year. I don't know. Elijah Moore was Zach Wilson's guy, so.
No.
Or do I have that flip flop?
It was flip flop.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Corey Davis was Zach Wilson's guy.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So with that being said, now that we got that cleared up, Corey Davis will probably be your more consistent wide receiver on that team, with Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore probably having pop off games here or there going through the rest of the season, unless some kind of chemistry gets faded from Corey Davis to the rookies, to the younger wide receivers.
Yeah. If somebody gets injuries or some shit. Yeah, and then I'm not starting any of these running backs.
No.
Maybe Tony Pollard, but I'm not looking forward to doing that either.
The Cowboys' run blocking has been horrid this year, and the running backs Zeke he's looked all right, but like fantasy wise, he's been god awful.
Okay, that's how I know you ain't watching Cowboys again. Their running game is awesome.
Is it?
They just don't. Yes, it's been good. They just.
That's not what
it's been good. They just don't. These guys, they don't give like the ball to you. There's no like clear number one running back, right? Like Zeke is the ground and pound, and Pollard's the like the lightning. Zeke's thunder.
Yeah, I know that much, but
Pollard's lightning. They've been running good.
Like, I don't watch the Cowboys, but unless it's like the only game on like Sunday night or Monday,
Bro, that's your flag.
I really don't like you. Like, I don't even know why I'm doing this podcast with you. Damn.
I'm not playing them, but I'm not playing any of those. And then honestly, maybe Higbee, but I'm not excited about that. If you could pivot to another, I'm not playing Schultz. Yeah, I'm playing CeeDee Lamb and Cooper Kupp, and that's it from this game. That's it. All right, let's keep it moving. And then actually the kickers. I'd play both of these kickers. I think they both have really good games. I think it's going to be a kick fest. So I kind of consider myself a kicker guru just because I play that game so much. I think both of these kickers are going to have good games. Then we got the Eagles and the Cardinals. That should be you at the beginning of the year. You thought this would be a great game, competitive game, and then now it's kind of turned into like it might be a slaughter.
I think
2 young quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts versus Kyler Murray. You're playing both of those guys, right? Jalen Hurts has been outstanding. Kyler Murray he's been good in his own right. He just hasn't been that upper echelon that we expected this year. At least not yet. Maybe when D-Hop comes back, maybe. I don't know. Maybe because the new Call of Duty came out. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's been playing some FIFA.
You've been playing too many video games, okay? Just get to the point.
AJ Brown, Marquise Brown. You're playing them. Marquise Brown has been fucking phenomenal this year. Devontae Smith. How you feel about Devontae Smith?
I'm throwing him in this week.
Yeah, he's definitely a startable. Hold on 1 second. And then let's see, Rondale Moore. What do you feel about Rondale Moore?
I'm not starting Rondale Moore. The only Cardinals receiver I'm starting is Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I might start Dortch.
Get out of here.
Might be returning to Dortch.
I'm about sick of you and Dortch.
Look, you got to think of game script, right? This Cardinals defense is absolutely garbage, right?
I know.
If they're playing catch up, he's not just going to throw to Marquise Brown unless you think Zach Ertz is going to get a ton of actually, I like Zach Ertz a lot this week.
He's one of my must starts this week. I mean, the Eagles' defenses look good, but he's one of my must starts. He's been good this season.
And revenge game, 100%. On the other side, one of my must starts, Dallas Goddard.
Yup.
I think he's going to be great. So start both tight ends for sure. Set it and forget it. The running back situation. You're starting Connor. You're starting Miles Sanders. What are your expectations for him this week?
I feel like Miles Sanders will continue to do what he's been doing. James Conner, he makes me nervous. He's been severely lacking those touchdowns, and yeah, that offense has not been as explosive as I thought they would be. So, I mean, I'm really hoping that when D-Hop comes back, that maybe things will change. But yeah, I know. I'm eating
lot on D-Hop's shoulders.
bro. I ate a lot of James Conner this year, and it is biting me in the butt. Like
I can't believe you.
I did,
that.
bro. Like I had such high hopes for him. Like I was like, you know what? This offense looks good. They're gonna come out. James Conner's gonna score a lot of touchdowns again. Nah, not even close.
But on the other side, let's give you credit. Who else were you like really high on that has been good?
There was a few people.
Like,
There was
no
a few
comment.
people, but yeah, no. I mean, Justin Jefferson was the only one, and he's just had 2 good games. Like,
Yeah, it's 2
yeah,
good games,
no,
2 terrible games.
yeah, no. My picks.
It's still
have been
early. It's still early.
but my picks.
It's only been 4
my
weeks.
picks every week have not been in my favor.
It's all right. It's only been 4 weeks. There's still time for correction. We don't know if
Week 5,
this is
James
permanent
Conner
or
touchdown.
this is just a
Let's
trend.
go.
You calling it? Oh,
With a question mark.
did we not have a bet last week about something?
I don't think so. Not last week.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, Rex Burkhead. And
I
Damien
forgot.
Pierce.
Yes.
Hey,
Oh,
your boy Rex Burkhead still put up 13, 14, 15 points. So,
yes, he did.
he still had a
But
good
he didn't-
game.
he was
but
not Dameon
He
Pierce.
was not Damien Pierce. No, I give you that, bro. Like, damn.
As somebody I was really high on beginning of the season,
I
Dameon
know
Pierce.
you were.
Trying to get him in
Everybody
that
was.
dynasty league.
You ain't getting him, bro. Unless you give up a fortune.
I'm not. I got J.K. Dobbins. I got what's it called? Kyle's interested in J.K.
Oh,
Dobbins
there you go.
because he had that 2 touchdown game. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to work something with him.
Get a first rounder.
Dameon Pierce and a first rounder for J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, why not? Oh, no.
He's not gonna do that.
I thought you were just trading, he wasn't giving you Damien Pierce. Like, I thought,
No. He's interested in J.K. Dobbins.
Oh,
I'm interested in Dameon Pierce.
good luck with that.
Obviously, I think we can make it. I think I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna be like, fuck it. I'm gonna ride or die with my guys.
There
at
you
this
go.
point. I'm riding and dying with Brees Hall and Dameon Pierce this year, and for the foreseeable future.
Not terrible.
Yeah. I think it's just a changing of the guard, man. I mean, honestly, if you look at it, besides JT, who's still young, but like Dalvin Cook, CMC, Eckler. I know we already talked about this. We're like, I don't know what that cliche is when you just like
It's just names.
beat a dead horse.
It's just names
but
because they've been so good for so long, and you're like, all right. It's hard to let go.
I think it's just time. Yeah, it's like at some point they're just not going to be productive anymore, and this just may be it. They just may be okay, and then next year they're all going to be 4th or 5th round picks or something like that. 3rd or 4th round picks. It could be. I don't know. Still week 4. We could just be overreacting.
We still got a lot of weeks.
Or it's a week 5. All right. So we're playing Hurts, Murray, both the Brown brothers, Devonta Smith, Sanders, Connor, and then both tight ends. Should be a smash game for all these players. Bengals and Ravens for Sunday night football. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. Lamar Jackson versus Joe Burrow. We got an interdivision rivalry. These teams hate each other. They're playing at Baltimore. Oh, man. I'm excited about this game.
He's going to freaking
I'm excited.
beat it
I
up.
wish Bateman was healthy.
This would be a
Because I
great
think
game.
Bateman would have smashed,
Yeah.
bro. So, in turn, play Duvernay. If you got Duvernay, put him in your lineups. Try to sneak him in there. I'm not saying just sit somebody for him, but I'd be more than comfortable playing Devin Duvernay in this game. Yeah, if you can stick him in at the end of your last flex spot, I think you'd be more than happy with the outcome on that. But obviously, you're playing Lamar, you're playing Joe Burrow because the Ravens' defense has been absolutely garbage this year so far. I think this is a smash game for Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. I think this is going to be prime time. This might be Chase's 150-yard, maybe 2 touchdown game, and I think Higgins is obviously going to be great if he plays. And then you have the running backs, right? Joe Mixon and J.K. Dobbins. J.K. had 2 touchdowns last week. He did not look that good per yards, but I mean they were playing the Bills, so what'd you expect? You're playing Mixon, you're playing J.K. Dobbins this week. How do you feel about that? Who's finishes higher, J.K. Dobbins or Joe Mixon?
Joe Mixon will, I think. I got to ride
Joe
with
Mixon.
Joe Mixon, bro. He's been frustrating this year, but I got to ride with Joe Mixon. I love me some Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
He's a frustrating running back to fucking have, but I roll with Joe Mixon.
Who has a better game? Joe Mixon against the Ravens or Damien Pierce against Jacksonville?
Damn, that's a tough one. I want to say Joe Mixon, but I lean more towards Damien Pierce just because that offense has been kind of like, as far as running the ball in the goal line area, has like been pretty shitty.
He gets happy. Joe Burrow, they get pass happy in that
they
offense
do.
once. Yeah. And then obviously you're playing Mark Andrews, best in the game.
Oh yeah.
And then Hayden Hurst.
He is
I think
questionable, but he could be a playable tight end this week.
Yeah, he can, depending how obviously what comes up on Sunday. On Sunday. Although he's a late game, so maybe not.
Yeah, true.
May try to pivot. Yeah, just pivot. And then Monday night. So for that game, we're playing Burrow, Jackson, Chase, Higgins, Duvernay,
Mixon,
J.K. Dobbins, Mixon, and of course Mark Andrews.
Oh yeah.
And then the Raiders and the Chiefs, man. Pat Mahomes at home against the Raiders.
Now this game has the potential to be a Detroit Seahawks game, bro.
You predicting a shootout here?
I'm predicting a shootout on Monday night, bro.
Fantasy bonanza? Or is that what we're predicting here?
For everybody but MVS, okay?
Ooh. I mean, if you're predicting that, this might be the MVS game. Because MVS is going to have one of these games in this year, he's going to have that, 30, 40-yard touchdown bomb. And this might be the game, right?
Yeah.
Maybe in DFS. Unless if you're out of options. I mean, he hasn't killed you. Like, he's averaging 7.5 points, but you're not happy with that, right? You're just waiting for that bomb, man. You're waiting for that Pat Mahomes throw it down the field. Yeah. MVS is your deep threat guy, but it just hasn't happened. You're not comfortable, but in a pinch, you could definitely do worse against the Raiders. I wouldn't. It's not somebody I'm targeting, but
for sure
you could do worse. Like MVS or Jamal Agnew?
MVS.
Okay. So yeah, you're playing Pat Mahomes. How you feel about Derek Carr this game?
I play Derek Carr this week for sure.
Like, you think he's a QB1 top 12 quarterback this week?
Yeah, I think he's definitely a high-rated quarterback this week. Devontae Adams is going to probably eat this week too. So yeah.
Derek Carr. So you'd play him over like Jimmy G.
Oh yeah.
Matt Stafford. What about Carson Wentz against the Titans?
I think I'm playing Derek Carr.
Okay. And then what about Teddy Bridgewater versus the Jets?
I'm playing Derek Carr.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn, you got him high.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's gonna have a really good game, bro. I think
Jared Goff versus the Patriots.
Derek Carr.
Kirk Cousins versus the Bears.
Derek Carr.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, bro, he's gonna I think he's gonna throw him a couple touchdowns this week for sure.
Oh, what about Matt Ryan versus the Broncos?
What is wrong with you? Hell yeah.
Okay, Derek Carr. All right, so we're playing Derek Carr.
I hope you didn't start.
What about, do you like him more than Burrow?
No, I don't think
so.
so.
Okay. What about Trevor Lawrence versus Houston?
I think I lean with T-Law, bro.
Okay.
I think
Okay, but you still got him in like basically number 6, 7.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be up
Um,
there.
he's gonna be good. All right, so start Derek Carr, people.
You heard it.
And then you're playing Devontae Adams,
Mhm.
100%. Juju has not been exactly what you expect from a wide receiver 1, but he has been playable as a wide receiver, a high-end wide receiver 3. If he catches a touchdown, even better. So that's somebody that can be in your lineup depending on your wide receivers. You could definitely do a lot worse. And then MVS is kind of that go big or go home. You
Yeah.
need a Monday night miracle. He can put up 24 points for you and hopefully try to get you a come from behind win. If you have the lead, play Juju. If you need points, play MVS.
Pretty much.
And then Hunter Renfro, is he playing this week?
He's had full practices all this week, so I'm assuming he's going to play.
How do you feel about playing him?
It makes me nervous to a point.
Matt Collins is out the window.
I think so. I think it's going to be a Devontae Adams and Darren Waller game.
That's exactly what I was going to come to. Darren Waller should have a fantastic game this week. Usually does really good against the Chiefs. And then Travis Kelce on the other side should be dominant as well. So it should be a great tight end game here. And then a great quarterback game. And then Adams, of course. Josh Jacobs, low key, averaging almost 17 points a game in full PPR. He's been fucking good. And I don't think a lot of people realize it. Like, you can almost like trade for Josh Jacobs and have this badass RB1 without even realizing it, and not pay RB1 price. CEH on the other hand has also been awesome this year. He has been scoring touchdowns at an incredible rate, though. Is that continuing this week?
There's always a chance, man, at this point. Like, I've been waiting for CEH to fall off because he just don't get the touches, man. He just keeps showing up.
I forgot you're a little salty.
Bro,
You gave him up too.
I did, bro, and he just keeps coming back every week. So, I mean, there's definitely a high potential for him too, but yeah, I mean, most people that have him, they're playing him this week for sure.
You're playing him. I mean, you were definitely playing him. I'm just saying, what are your expectations for who has a better game here, Josh Jacobs or CEH?
I think Josh Jacobs has the better game for sure. He's been really good.
So is CEH scoring a touchdown this game?
You know what? No, he is not.
Ooh, mark it here first.
His touchdowns end to this Sunday.
CEH is the RB4 on the season in full PPR. And Josh Jacobs is the RB7 right now.
I know, because CEH's getting all them damn touchdowns.
Crazy. Yeah, that rate has to stop. So you're saying it stops now? You had your chance to sell CEH high, and now it's over.
You stuck with him for the season. Unless you want to sell him for a low.
So, yeah, now rest of the season, who would you rather have, Josh Jacobs or CEH?
Josh Jacobs, all the way.
All right, what about CEH or Miles Sanders?
Miles Sanders. I don't like CEH, bro. He makes me mad.
Miles Sanders is currently RB9 on the season.
I mean, I'd rather have CEH over Jeff Wilson, Mostert,
well,
Penny, obviously. Like, I mean,
what about what about Najee
for this week?
Or just I'm talking about
general?
Rest of the season. Because I bet you can make that trade.
I was about to say,
if you think
you
can make, if you have CEH, you can definitely trade for Najee most likely.
Yeah, because the Najee,
depending how you feel about Najee,
pretty mad about it. You know, he's probably pretty upset at this point. So
he's been solid. He just had, he has not been. He's not been a first rounder at all. Obviously, we'll see what Pickett does, but I mean, against the Bills. Nah, it ain't gonna happen. So you could definitely make that trade.
I'll say this much: if CEH has a really good game this week again, you most definitely could probably trade him for Najee Harris. Because Najee's,
what about? I bet you could even trade him for like Dalvin Cook.
I wouldn't go that far. I think people are still pretty high on Dalvin Cook. Like,
Aaron Jones.
I could potentially see that just because of how up and down he is.
James Robinson.
No,
It's not
I
happening.
don't think so.
I think you just hate CEH.
I do,
because
bro.
of,
He makes me mad. He wasn't supposed to be relevant.
I think there's
Okay?
an underline.
Like,
Yeah, because now that trade looks pretty good for Miles
I
too.
know it does. Okay, it looked good. Like he's winning that trade at this point.
Actually, no, because he traded CEH.
Oh, that's right. He did. He did.
He traded him for Darrell Henderson and some picks or something like that.
I thought it was
That was
Damian
dumb.
Pierce.
No,
No, he
it
traded
was-
away
Oh,
Damian
was it?
Pierce for Eckler. I think.
No, yeah, he drafted Pierce.
Yeah, that's right. Never mind.
I'm gonna try to get Pierce. Yeah.
But yeah,
And then also McKinnon and Pacheco also get some work over there. It's just CH has been scoring touchdowns at an incredible rate,
Yeah.
right? It's like, which I mean, on one hand, like it's a great offense, so you can't really say, oh, it's not gonna last because that offense is they're always gonna be they're gonna have red zone visits, so it can be sustainable. You know, it's not like he's on a bad offense.
no, I mean it could. It's gonna be frustrating
If they keep using them in the red zone, why not? But yeah, we're playing him. What are your who are people you're starting this week? What's your starts of the week?
So I'll go this far.
Oh wait.
What?
Let's go back. We gotta go. We gotta
Giants
go to
and
London.
Packers.
Yeah, we gotta go to London. We got the Giants and Packers to start your morning.
You start Barkley.
You're not playing.
That's it.
You're not. Yeah. What about Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, I mean, just in Giants in general, like you just.
Oh,
start
okay.
Barkley
Yeah,
and then, like,
you're starting Barkley
yeah.
and you're sitting everyone else. No. What about? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's it.
Get out of here.
You're starting Barkley.
Yeah.
You're starting Barkley, and that's it. And then on the other side, Aaron Rodgers. I think he's a low end QB1.
Yeah.
This might be even an Aaron Rodgers game where he like turns back the hands of time, and then just kind of takes it out over there in London. Maybe gets you a 30-some piece, 3 touchdowns, 300 yards, something like that. I think Lazard should be pretty good this week. Dobbs is definitely in the mix for getting getting started.
He's startable for this week.
Yeah, he's definitely got to start Dobbs over. No, let me see.
I'd start him over Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf. I don't like that game against the Saints.
Yeah, no, that looks bad.
I'd start him over
What
Robert
about
Woods.
Really over Robert
I
Woods?
think so.
Okay.
Tannehill been horrible.
Yes, they can't be too far from making that Malik Willis change.
There's teams out there where he'll be startable this week on certain teams, especially if you got a couple flex spots.
What about like Juju?
In this game, I'd take the chance. He's been a pretty reliable
Start
target
Dobbs over Juju.
Yeah, he's been pretty reliable with Rodgers.
Yeah, he's been getting those targets. And then
it just makes me nervous though because it's probably going to be a run-heavy game to a certain point because they're going to run the score up. Like the Giants are horrible, so you're definitely playing Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon because they are going to get the work.
I think they're both going to have pretty solid games.
Yeah.
Not nothing crazy, but they're not gonna leave you with a bad taste in their mouth after this game.
No.
And then I'm probably not playing Tanya in this game.
Yeah.
Maybe not against the Giants. Not because I think they're good. I just don't think they're going to be able to keep up score-wise to even make him relevant.
Yeah.
So you're playing Barkley, Jones, AJ Dillon, Lazard, Dobbs, and then Rodgers as a low-end QB1 or borderline QB1. Okay, but let's get back to your starts of the week.
Yes.
What you got?
So for sure,
Who's
quarterback.
your start of your week team?
So for sure, my quarterback this week for starting is Jared Goff, bro. Like he's been awesome, top 5 quarterback.
Do you want to do
like Jared Goff, bro?
You want to do your starts of the week and then my starts of the week and then compare at the end of the on Monday night on the Monday episode?
Yeah.
See who did better.
I think that'd be good.
Okay.
Okay. No, yeah, I think that'd be good. I think that'd be kind of fun.
Okay.
So I'm definitely going with Jared Goff this week as a pretty good, feeling confident plugging him in. I think he's gonna have a great game for a quarterback. Running backs, I got two running backs that I'm definitely plugging in. James Robinson, he's gonna murder it this week, and Alvin Kamara. I am playing me some
Ooh.
Kamara, however you want to say
I
it.
hope to God you're right,
I
bro.
am playing him
My
all the way, bro.
team. Yeah, my team is counting on it.
Yeah, and then my receivers, they're kind of, I mean, they're nothing crazy. I'm going with AJ Brown and T Higgins having huge games this week. I think,
That's not bad.
yeah, I mean, T Higgins, for sure, I mean, it could bite me in the butt if you don't play, but I'm pretty sure he's, from everything everybody said, he's going to play, so he's going to eat. And AJ Brown has just been a target machine over there. So, I'm going with T Higgins and AJ Brown. At tight end, I'm going with Zach Ertz this week, boy.
That's a
He
good
has
call.
been solid. And I think he's going to be one of the main focal points against this Philadelphia defense. And then really on low key, my sleeper, like I said earlier, is Trent. What is it? I think it's Trent Sherfield. I know his last name is Sherfield, but I think he could
Yeah.
be a decent, just if you're like in last place, you want to just throw somebody out there to give you some points. I think Sherfield could have a decent game this week.
Okay. Cool. That sounds good. So there's obviously other people I could have picked, but I didn't want to just pick like I'm starting Diggs, I'm
Yeah,
starting Josh Allen,
right.
yeah, or Justin Jefferson. So I'm gonna go with my start of the week. I said it earlier. I'm going with old man, 45-year-old Tom Brady. I think he's gonna eat this game. Vintage last year Tom Brady. And then as my running backs, I have Nick Chubb, and then I have Damien Harris. But I also had James Robinson. I had James Robinson as one of my guys as well.
Yeah.
So I agree with you there. But I'm gonna pick Damien Harris just to not be completely. And then I'm gonna go with Godwin just to get that stack. I could have picked Evans, but I'm gonna say this is gonna be a Godwin week. I think this is Atlanta defense. I think they don't necessarily have to force feed Mike Evans. They may try to just get Godwin back in the mix, and I think this may be the game for that. And then also, like I said earlier, I think it's gonna be Jamar Chase's week, so I'm picking the other side of T Higgins. I would put either one. I think they're both gonna be great, but I'm just gonna go with Jamar Chase. This is gonna be Jamar Chase's game where you remember why you took him in the first round. And then my tight end, I got Dallas Goddard, who otherwise I would have probably picked Waller or Kelsey, like we talked about. Those would have been but I was trying to avoid those two guys. So I'm gonna go with Dallas Goddard in that same Arizona Cardinals game.
Not a bad day.
So I got yours down, I got mine down, and then we'll see. We'll use the DFDUBB Scrubs scoring to determine the winner.
That sounds good.
Loser owes me $38. And then
can you wait till tax return? Because I don't even have $38.
Nah, I'm kidding. And then my a sleeper pick, I'm gonna run it back with Jamal Agnew.
There you go. Not bad.
And then honestly, I think just kind of somebody on the side. Like I think that little offense is going to be pretty good this week as well. So I think McLaurin is going to have a great game. I think Curtis Samuel's going to have a great game. And obviously in turn, that means Carson Wentz should have a pretty decent game too. He may still do some Carson Wentz things, but those are just people on the side. So that's the people we're high on as far as who think we're just going to have great weeks. Who do you think, who are you avoiding if you can? If you don't have to play them, rather have them on your bench this week?
Honestly, obviously, all the Steelers offensive wide receivers, really anybody on that offense, that's a pretty big given. But I honestly think I think CD Lamb has a pretty bad game with Jalen Ramsey. I think, I mean, he's been on fire and he's good. He's got the talent, but with Cooper Rush being the quarterback against a pretty good Rams defense, I think CD Lamb is going to be kind of a bust this week.
Okay. I can understand that.
I mean, you're still starting him, obviously, but I don't think he's not going to put up what you're hoping. I think that defense is going to game plan around.
I can say bust. I can say the bust of the week.
Yeah.
Okay, so I made a whole team here.
Oh,
so
damn.
my lineup. Yeah, it says start sit lineup.
I didn't see the lineup part. I just did a start lineup.
Yeah, with a sit lineup, I'll just run down through mine. I have Matt Stafford as a sit or bust, Najee Harris and Tyler Algier, Mr. Hot pickup of waiver wire pickup of the week. I'm sorry, but he's not going to be playable this week. So it sucks that you spent that much money, but you're not going to be able to plug him in. And then obviously Deontay Johnson and DK Metcalf. I also think they're going to have better weeks as well. And then I also put in Dalton Schultz as my tight end to not play this week. He was big fat 0 last week.
That's my team.
So don't do it.
That's my team for both.
There you go. But yeah, that's about it. As far as defenses go, Philly's been great. Obviously, the Bills are going to be good. But let me see. Somebody on here who maybe low-key could be pretty good. I guess the Vikings, man.
Yeah,
Vikings
I was about to say, maybe the
good
Vikings
defense.
at the most.
Yeah. The Vikings and then the Packers defense should be pretty good too. Just not trying to point out like the main guys,
Right.
the main defenses, and then the Saints. Saints should be pretty good. Yeah, that's about it, man. Just real quick, the Saints, the Bengals, the Cowboys, the Panthers, and the Commanders all give up the most kicking points. So if you're looking for a kicker and not really set on one, that's something you can use there. Like I said, the Cowboys and the Rams kickers are in big play this week. I think they're both going to be really good. But that's about it for starts and sits and busts of the week. I should beat Nabo by the end of the next week. I will be on top. You got anything to say before we leave, Mambo?
You ready to take the L's this week, boy?
No. Are we playing in any leagues?
Nah, we're not, unfortunately.
I'm undefeated against you so far.
No.
And Christian. I only lose against Cody.
I think everybody's got a good record against Crenshaw.
Yeah, Crenshaw's been so bad. I mean, he's good. Listen to him. He just didn't draft well.
This year has not been his year.
From me and Ambo, see you next week. Peace.
DFDUBB Scrubs get the dubs. DFDUBB Scrubs is the plug. DFDUBB Scrubs showing love.